Happy New Year. So my original plan that I thought of last night was to continue having a couple of drinks in celebration of the new year. We had a great family day, impromptu dance, billiards, puzzle, craft, shows, snacks. We had a blast. And then my thought last night was to do my first live video and ring in the new year with the community, with you guys. Thinking about it, it's like, okay, well, what does New Year's mean to me? It was a lot more fun in university, but I was feeling good, and I thought, what better way to celebrate this past year than by ringing it in with you guys, doing a live, my first live. I've never really done one. I made it till about 10:30. So as you get older, I don't know if you guys would concur, but New Year's is like, I haven't stayed up, and I made it till 10:30, as I said. So, but that was my plan, and I was kind of disappointed when I woke up in the morning. I didn't actually get to it because I had a shot I was gonna do and talk about some books. So, regardless, I decided to do it here on New Year's Day. Happy New Year to you all in the community. The purpose of this video, thanks for watching, is I want to highlight my 2021 and outline some plans for this year. So, getting started on that, I think we can all agree, what a shitty year 2021 was. It was for me personally as well, but I mean, I'm just kind of numb to everything right now that's been going on, but what can you do, right? So the one exception of this shitty year was, of course, the Bookstagram community. And I've been on Instagram now for roughly a year and created my YouTube channel, and this has been by far and away the best reading year of my life. So going over some of the things that was part of that this year for me. In terms of sheer volume, it's by far and away the most books I've ever completed in a year, not to mention the enjoyment. As I said, the Instagram and Twitter, I've spent lots of hours engaging with everyone else in the community and doing that. I've built some very meaningful and personal connections with people in the community, like-minded readers, and that's been awesome. As I said, I've made my YouTube channel, kind of serving as a creative outlet for me. I have met authors, connected with authors online, some of whom have sent me their books to read and review, which was great. So I'm meeting these people. I also had individuals from the community send me book mail. So it's been awesome. Some other stuff. I mean, literature podcasts. Wow, I've spent lots and lots of hours consuming content on the great podcasts in the community. And this past year, really, I only did one, formal, I guess, group read, which was of the Recognitions in May, and had a terrific time with that. So I'll talk more about group reads here in a bit. But so those are some highlights of my reading year. And by the way, along with that group read, it's kind of since evolved into a group of people that we just message back and forth on Instagram. And it's fantastic. We just, it's just whatever. People will be in and out of it, but it's funny and it's fun. So that's been great as well. Just wanted to talk quickly too about my latest Christmas haul. At Christmas time, it's always, what do you want? What does Daddy want? Well, books, money for books, gift cards to bookstores. That's what gives me joy and pleasure. And my wife's like, oh, you can get some new clothes, maybe a sweater. I'm like, I'm good. Just get my books. So I just wanted to share real quick my couple of my recent hauls. I spent some money at Chapters, our independent bookstore as well. So the one I got here yesterday, I was really excited about. This is highly, highly regarded in the community. I haven't heard a bad thing about it, although looking at it, it is really dense. There's not a space break whatsoever. And so I ordered from Chapters, Satantango. I don't know much about it. Certainly very excited to get to it. I'm going to talk about doing a group read of this sometime in 2022. I want to do a group read if we can. Yeah. So I went to as I said, the independent bookstore here in town in southern Alberta, in Canada, Lethbridge, Alberta, actually. So there's a store called Analog Books. It's been around for, about a year now, Analog Books, and they have some really good titles for perusal. So I picked up, finally, Letters to a Young Poet. I read my first Rilke this past summer. I read the Elegies and absolutely loved them. So I'm very, very happy to get this tiny, cute, adorable little hardcover. Yeah, so that's a little bit of my Christmas haul there. Okay, so now, kind of the main idea, the main purpose of this video, I think, you guys, is I want to talk about what I want to do for 2020. A couple of things I forgot to mention here. Currently reading my first from this author. And pretty blown away, if I'm being honest. Like, this guy can write, of course. It's no secret. And I can see why. He is so highly regarded, okay? The awesome Liam over at Levity Books recently had a wonderful experience, it sounds like, with friends. And as he is saying, Crossroads is his very favorite book. So I can't wait to read more Friends. And it's really, really very good. I'm enjoying the heck out of it. I also wanted to share, just the other day, I'm excited about 2022, reading some more content from Rick Harsch's press at Corona Samstat. So I placed an order with Rick a couple days ago, and I ordered 5 pocketbooks, which I just freaking love them. Just love the pocketbooks. And I read my first one. I've read the Driftless trilogy by Rick Harsch, which was great. That one's a little thicker and awesome. And I also read this flip book by David Vardaman, April is the Cruelest Month. So I read that one. Have yet to get this one. But so yeah, I just ordered one from Chandler Broussard as well as those pocketbooks from Rick Harsch at Corona Samstat Press. So I wanted to share that. Very excited. Should be getting that hopefully within like a month. I don't know how long that takes. So yeah, that's been awesome. So I think this quote I found online here captures pretty well what some of my goals are for this next reading year. It says, "Solitary reading will enable a man to stuff himself with information, but without conversation, his mind will become like a pond without an outlet, a mass of unhealthy stagnature. It is not enough to harvest knowledge by study. The wind of talk must winnow it and blow away the chaff." I'm not sure what chaff is. It says, "Then will the clear, bright grains of wisdom be garnered for our own use or that of others." And that's from someone named William Matthews, who I don't know. Anyway, not necessarily that I read for knowledge all the time, but what the essence of that, I think, is I just would really like to collaborate more on some of the books I'm reading, I guess. So what my plan is to selfishly select 12 of my biggest TBRs this year, big or small, and do a group read, offer a group read, okay? Yeah, and message me if you're interested, and we can get something going. And how I visualize it, basically, is just, we'll do the Instagram chat, very informal stuff, back and forth on there. And then I'd love to have 1 to 2 meetups, Google Meets or Zoom meetings, to see some faces and connect that way and talk about what we're reading. So yeah, that's the plan. I was hoping. So even if I get, if I get 1 person, it's just 2 of us, or 5 or 0, obviously I'll commit to the book regardless, and I'm going to be doing my own reading as it is. So this is something I'm really excited about, to be honest, and I'm hoping I can get at least some people for each of these 12 books. Now I got to give a shout out to Noah over at Everyone Who Reads It Must Converse. He basically did this, last year. He had a big book every month. So I'm excited to do this. I think it'll be fun. And yeah, the reasoning. I mean, I do feel still, even though all these exciting and wonderful things happen this year, like I'm on an island of personal interest, books among them. So I have no one in my immediate family, or really anyone that I'm really close with, that loves it like I do and will read the books I do and enjoy the ones that I like. So that's why I want to connect more with you awesome people. So, okay. Also, this personal, call it a personal expansion reading project, I want to get to more short stories. So I'm also going to write down, and this will all be in the description box or the post, by the way. I want to do a short story author a month to supplement the main novels, fiction novels I'll read. as well as some poetry, perhaps once a month, and nonfiction. Gosh, I don't read nearly enough nonfiction. I mean, you're talking about reading for knowledge. I don't do much of it. So I'm even thinking of some philosophy books or history titles to get to as well, to expand it that way, because I don't do that nearly enough. Okay, so also what I wanted to do here before I let you go is 5 quick picks from 2021. I just grabbed them really quickly off the shelf before I came down here, as for a quick recommendation. Okay, so first, I read this about a month ago, Richard Rousseau. I love the cover of these vintage contemporary books. This is from my thrift store, so it's like $3. Where's the sign? Oh yeah, vintage contemporaries. These are great. So I love the cover. I've heard of Richard Rousseau. He's quite popular. Thought I'd give it a try on a whim one day, and it was really enjoyable. Okay, so very, very simple, accessible reading. Lasting characterization. It left an impression. It was a very good family saga, I guess, coming of age story. Bildungsroman. So it's a good book, no doubt. Zip through it. Another one. Not too many people still. I've talked about this on my TBR on the Beyond the Zero podcast and stuff, and I have sung its praises before, but I want to do it again. The Deptford trilogy by Robertson Davies. I've read it about, maybe 4 years ago now. And the first one's Fifth Business. Just a terrific story. Again, it's just a family drama. I mean, it's a mystery story. It's a coming-of-age story as well, for sure. And although the second one, The Manticore, slowed down a little bit, the third book in this trilogy, World of Wonders, is absolutely terrific. Isengrim, I believe, is the magician's name. He's just a young boy in the first story, Fifth Business, and then we see him in the third novel as a magician, and it's terrific. World of Wonders, and this is the Deptford trilogy by Robertson Davies. What a cool book. They're all 3 in here, by the way. I found this for $1 or $2. So good. Read Robertson Davies. Recommendation number 3 is Chronic City by Jonathan Lethem. I've read him lots. Although he had a big miss, I think, with the arrest, his most recent. It's okay. It happens, I suppose. I love books like Fortress of Solitude, and some of his earlier ones. There's one called Gun with Occasional Magic. Very, very good. He is so good. This is a New York novel. Very, very quirky. Very, very enjoyable characterization. And it's so good. I wouldn't call it absurdist, but it's up there. And Jonathan Lethem is very good at what he does when he's on. Great book, Chronic City. Funny book. Recommendation. Now, Tommy Waite wrote this book, Any Day You Can Die. He was kind enough to reach out and send me a copy. And I did a little write-up on Goodreads. Maybe I'll attach the link or something. But super enjoyable. I loved this book because for a big part of the reason why, I think, was because I was reading it as kind of a side read to Moby Dick at the time. So I was in the world of Ahab and the White Whale, and you need breaks from Moby Dick, I think. And this was my break, and it was terrific. I still think about this book and some of the events and characters quite a bit, actually. So Tommy's done really well here. It is it's pretty intense. It's crude. It's funny, and it just seems real. It seems like it could happen. Does happen. Maybe did happen, Tommy. I don't know. So it's very, very good. Well done, Tommy. Recommend this book highly. Pick it up. Any Day You Can Die. Last recommendation, just real quick. This is a Booker Prize winner from 2017, Paul Auster, 4321. It's massive. So good. It doesn't get much love, I feel like. What he's done is crafted parallel stories here about a guy and as he grows up. It's truly a coming of age novel. In fact, it says here. But it's just so well done. And I thought it was really creative the way he did it with the parallel stories, 1.0 through to a 4.0, and each of them sees a different path the characters take. So it's about, destiny and, what shapes us and those sorts of things. Excellent book. I highly recommend it. Okay. So also here, what I want to do real quick is maybe give you my 5 get to books at some point in 2022 that I just grabbed as well, that I know I'll be reading outside of these group reads I spoke about. First one. I want to get to Suzanne Clark. I hear people talking lots about the Piranesi. Did I say that right? But this is huge and it's supposed to be very, very good. Do want to get to this. I know nothing about it. Historical fiction, right? I want to do, I found this when I went to visit my dad in Regina at a very, very cool antiquary bookstore there. I hear this is terrific. Story of the Eye by George Bataille. Yes, it's pornography is what it is, as I understand it. Anywho, a beetle leg. I want to explore the work of John Hawkes. I had a gift card to use at Chapters earlier in the year, and kind of took a chance on this. I don't know much about Hawkes, but this they did have available. Tried to get the Cannibal, they didn't have it, but I did want to read John Hawkes. So I'm very excited to get to this. It looks really short and rather intense. This was highly acclaimed. I found this at my used bookstore here in town. I want to say I got this one as a recommendation. First heard of it from Chris Villa, Leaf by Leaf. I think he did one on this. I could be wrong. But this looks supposed to be very good. Sad, hard-hitting type of stuff. I've been meaning to read this for a while. I haven't yet got to it. But No Longer Human by Osamu Dazai. And I also want to read this at some point. It's in perfect condition. This just put a huge smile on my face when I saw it at the bookstore. Look at that. Shakespearean Big Lebowski, people. That looks so good. A blast to read. Classic lines and scenes now become even more epic. The dude has met the bard, and he doth abide. Yes. So, yeah, I'm excited to get to this. I've actually never read Shakespeare either, as bad as that is. Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, one last thing. I also wanted to share just quick. Currently on my fourth trip through the world of Infinite Jest, and I'm doing it on audiobook, and it is magnificent. I've taken to listening to it whenever I'm in the car. It is, yeah, it will forever be solidified as my very favorite book of all time. I can't see anything ever passing it. So I remember just earlier, or yesterday, I was listening to a part where Joelle Van Dyne she's in the Ennet house, and Gately and Ken, her daddy, are just jabbering about her physical form for the first time. But the whole stuff in the last few weeks, I've been listening to the Boston AA scenes, and, you know, talking about addiction, and it is, yeah, it's so good. So I just want to share that again real quick. Infinite Jest. If you've read it, read it again, because it'll get even better. So farewell. As I end here, I just want to stress again, please direct message me on Instagram or however if you're interested in any of these group reads, and let's do it up as buddy reads. Hopefully at least one of the titles might apply or might appeal to you. And let me know, because I want to get some group reads going this year. All right. Happy New Year to you all. Hope you and your families are safe and healthy. Don't work too hard. Bye for now. Cheers. Hey, Bookstagram. I was also lucky enough to snag an interview here with local avid reader Jace Meyer. Morning, Jace. How are you?
Good.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I like reading. I like writing books on my computer and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell us all about some of your current reads?
I just finished a really good book called The Way of the Warrior Kid. It was a really good one. It was about this kid named Mark that he was scared of swimming, and he couldn't stand up for himself and stuff. And then his cool uncle from the Navy comes over to his house and then teaches him some stuff, and yeah, it was really good. And then we started a little while ago Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty good one too.
Nice, yeah. Favorite book and why? 25 words or less.
That would maybe be Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Why?
I really like the premise. It's probably my favorite Harry Potter book, and one of my favorite books that I've ever read.
Very good, thank you. How about any plans for any kind of reading clubs in the future?
Maybe. I really don't know how I'm gonna organize one, maybe, or if I might find one and I might join. Yeah, I really don't know. Haven't really thought of that yet.
Well, your mom and dad kind of have ongoing reading clubs with you anyway, hey?
Yeah.
Ha! Final question here, Jace. Oh, maybe a couple more. I recently heard that you were able to defeat your dad at pool quite handily. You want to talk about that at all?
Yeah, I'm happy I did that. I got a hat trick of 3 wins, and I got really lucky, I think, on the second and third one.
I will get you back. Anyway, thanks for your time, Jace.
Thank you.